Hello, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the plugins that have received native Apple Silicon support in the month of April, and actually a few that have received support just in the last sort of 4 or 5 days. One of the main ones that literally just came out the other day is the update for Melodyne. So now Melodyne is available in Cubase. So yeah, now you've got ARA2 support in Cubase 12, which is awesome. All working well, all smooth. Izotope have just released updates for tonal balance control, which I use on pretty much all of my mixes. It's really useful reference tool. Without actually using reference tracks, you can kind of gauge how balanced your song is based on profiles. You can also extract profiles from your own music collection, which is handy. Another major one is Soothe 2. You can see here plugin alliance stuff, soft tube stuff, master of the mix, but also Soothe 2 just received support there within the last week or so, maybe even less than a week. So if I open up the mixer here, we can take a look and see all the different instances of Soothe 2 they're running. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 instances of Soothe 2 running on this. This project is really old, which is why it needs so much Soothe, because it just wasn't recorded on ideal equipment. It was initially mixed or partially mixed on an Intel-based machine. So if I go to the studio setup and open up control panel, you can see that it's running at 1024 samples. We'll just check playback of this project just to see how it's running.
As the crowds go passing by, I wonder what they must see in my eyes.
So very stable, and that's 20 instances running along with all the other plugins that are running. Some of the plugin alliance stuff we're still waiting for updates on. So the Lindell, they don't have native Apple Silicon support yet. RX7 doesn't, but RX9 does. So Izotope have released support for RX9. UAD need to have EST3 support, so basically no UAD stuff's running natively yet. EQS bases not running natively yet. So I'm going to have to go back and replace all the Lindell stuff on this, unfortunately. But it's actually really surprising to me that it's running so well with so many instances of Soothe, like literally 20 running there. So yeah, that is Soothe 2. So yeah, I'll load up a project that doesn't have a ton of Soothe 2 on it and test out some of the other plugins that came out in April. I'll be back in a minute. Other software that just received Apple Silicon support in April, as well as just the start of May there, is Izotope Vocal Synth. Izotope RX had native Apple Silicon maybe for a month or more now. Ozone 9 just received Apple Silicon support for that suite, and Neutron 3 as well. I think some of their other software is due to get support soon. As well as that, Sonible just released support for their Smart series, so Smart Comp, Smart EQ3, Smart Limit, and Smart Reverb have all got native Apple Silicon support. And then obviously I did a video on the Slate All Access Pass, which also has native Apple Silicon support, but also Slate have just released an update for the virtual mic collection, which means that they no longer require a dongle. So this is all running on the cloud, iLok Cloud. So if you don't have a dongle, you don't require one anymore to use the Slate ML1 or ML2. So that's cool. What I'll do here is I will load up Ozone on the mix bus here, and we'll just do a test with the Master Assistant and see how unbalanced my mix is. Let's go to the chorus section here.
Angel, won't you stay? Won't you stay with me? Oh, angel, won't you stay? Won't you stay with me?
So that's all working as expected.
Won't you stay? Won't you stay with me?
Pardon me. The dynamic EQ in Ozone's great. One of my favorites.
Won't you stay?
The Master Assistant in general is actually really handy though. Unfortunately, quite a few of the plugins that I would normally use are not available here. So like the Denise Audio plugins, Smooth Operator, which I'd used extensively on this project, is not native yet. So it's not running inside Cubase. It's just showing up as disabled.
To the sun and the sky.
So what I'll do is on individual tracks here on this song, I'll load up some of the Sonible stuff and Neutron and just test them out as well. I'll go to the acoustic guitar track here, solo it. And let's see. I'll just replace, or I'll just add in the Sonible Smart EQ, Smart EQ3, and I'll set it to acoustic guitar, and then just let it do its thing. Take the intensity down a little bit. And then I'll bring up the dynamic EQ. Which normally on Intel-based machines just thrashes the performance meter or the CPU, but it seems to be okay on this. It's hard to tell though, you'd need to put it up on every single track and okay. I'll try replacing the compressor with Smart Comp. Really nice. The Sonible stuff's just a great suite of plugins. Highly recommend them. So smart reverb, I guess I could disable the reverbs and just load up smart reverb. Again, a really nice reverb unit. Smart limit. I could replace Ozone. So if I turn off the maximizer, and we'll test smart limit here.
I wanted her kiss, wanted her kiss, and she blew me away in the sun with her gaze.
Great sounding limiter. So some of the more fun stuff here.
Won't you stay?
If I take Izotope vocal synth just for fun, throw it on this.
With me. Won't you stay? Won't you stay with me?
Really fun. Actually used it on one of the tracks on my last album, just for the sort of background vocals. Just curious to see what kind of so it's only adding 1.6 milliseconds of latency, so you could totally track through that. That's cool. I'm gonna have to get experimental with that. So I've also got Neutron 3. We'll try it out. Let's see. We'll replace all the compression here. Load up Neutron 3. See what it does. Put it on low intensity. Just giving it a little bit of saturation. Compression's pretty gentle. It's interesting what it's done there. did it identify it as bass?
In the sun.
I'm noticing there sometimes that the graphical user interface is a little bit sort of, it seems like it's at a low frame rate or something, and I'm wondering, is that to do with the fact that I'm recording with OBS? OBS is still running as an Intel process, so it's under Rosetta, unfortunately, but just have to wait it out.
So full of dreams.
So what I'll do is I'll put Neutron 3 on the vocal bus as well here, and oh, it's already on the vocal bus.
I wanted to stay.
So I'd already done that.
Angel, won't you stay? Won't you stay?
So it's been a really good month for Apple Silicon support. The Slate All Access Pass came out earlier in the month, and everything besides FGX has got Apple Silicon support now, which is awesome. And D-Sonic Real Phones, I'm not sure when it got the support, but it is now supported, so that's really good. Izotope Vocal Synth, which is a really fun creative tool for processing vocals. Oeksound Soothe 2, which is just super handy for all kinds of material. Sonible, all their Smart Series, or their latest versions of the Smart Series plugins, are all running natively now. RX9, so you got the whole RX9 suite, plus the standalone app. And then you got Ozone 9, standalone app, and all of the whole suite of plugins there. Neutron 3 as well, same thing. Got the main sort of plugin, but then you've got all the units as well, or all the modules. But yeah, been a good month for Apple Silicon support, and obviously then Melodyne as well. So things are looking really good for Apple Silicon support. I'll say that this laptop's getting fairly warm, but it's a MacBook Air, so it doesn't have a fan, so it's passively cooled. I'm not having any issues with performance or anything like that. In native Apple Silicon mode, it's running about on par with my sort of i7 8700 desktop machine, which is surprising considering it is a fanless laptop and it's such a small form factor. Yeah, things are looking up, and hopefully May we'll see more stuff come out. I'm really hoping that UAD will get their UA Connect stuff running natively on Apple Silicon soon. That would be really cool because they've got some really nice plugins that are part of their Spark bundle. If you own them on the UAD 2 platform, you get the native version for free, so that's handy. But yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful, and I'll be back with another one soon. Cheers.